Hello, I'm County Administrator Taryn Kryzda. Welcome to County Administrator's Direct Line, our video series on MCTV, where I have the opportunity to communicate directly with you, our residents, about issues affecting you and can set the record straight on information that sometimes becomes misconstrued or misinterpreted. On this edition, we'll discuss the high-speed rail project on the Treasure Coast, including the board's recent vote to approve a settlement agreement with Brightline. In March of 2012, Florida East Coast Industries, or FEC, announced a proposal for high-speed passenger train service between Miami and Orlando that they called All Aboard Florida, which is now Brightline, with train stops and residential developments in downtown Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and West Palm Beach. The plan, as announced, was to allow the high-speed train to lay an additional track of rail along the right-of-way owned by FEC. Realizing the county would be limited in their defense, since the land was owned by FEC, the county began assessing what avenues, if any, could be pursued to have our concerns heard and addressed. From the beginning, Martin County endeavored to ensure that if the rail project was going to come through the Treasure Coast, there would be consideration to use an alternative route, minimizing the county's impacts. Additionally, we sought to safeguard taxpayer dollars and make sure our environmental and safety concerns were identified and addressed, particularly in those areas where traffic, whether vehicular, pedestrian, or marine, would be affected. Martin County used legal, legislative, scientific, and administrative tools to provide the necessary relevant information, hoping to resolve those concerns. Our approach was mindful, strategic, and tenacious. In the spring of 2015, Martin County began challenging various aspects of the rail project in state and federal courts to prevent or reduce threats to the health, safety, and well-being of our citizens and environment. Throughout all legal proceedings, Martin County continued to emphasize the need for an assessment of alternative routes to avoid ecologically sensitive areas and prevent safety impact within the county. In addition to legal challenges, Martin and Indian River counties, along with Citizens Against Rail Expansion in Florida, or CARE, engaged in outreach to federal and state elected officials and the public in an attempt to generate awareness of the safety, increased maintenance costs, and environmental concerns similar to those that were raised in litigation. The Board of County Commissioners committed over $4 million to all of these efforts over the past 4 years. Over these years, we have remained steadfast in our resolve to challenge Brightline on safety while minimizing the financial burden on taxpayers. At every opportunity, we have attempted to provide input to appropriate reviewing agencies to lessen the potential harmful impacts of this project. Recently, Martin, Indian River County, CARE, and Brightline began negotiating a settlement that could resolve our safety and cost concerns while allowing the project to move forward without further litigation. On 2 separate meetings, the board received presentations from staff providing an overview of the proposed settlement. The settlement addresses significant safety benefits, maritime navigability enhancements, cost savings, and other benefits. After full deliberation, the board voted to accept the settlement. The settlement also provides concessions to Brightline, including dismissal of the pending federal litigation and future challenges during a designated period. The board believes staff negotiated a favorable outcome for Martin County residents, focusing on safety and future financial impacts. Brightline has agreed to install, at their expense, upgrade crossings and improve safety measures at 17 crossings in Martin County and sidewalks at every road crossing requested by Martin County. They will be required to perform a safety assessment to determine where appropriate fencing would be required, and they will be responsible for that installation. In addition to required fencing, Brightline has agreed to pay up to $1 million toward any fencing installation that the county deems appropriate. For our pedestrians in the downtown Stuart area, Brightline has agreed to a cost share in the construction of a pedestrian crossover bridge. Without the settlement agreement, Martin County taxpayers would be totally responsible for the costs of these safety measures. The settlement also includes concessions for the St. Lucie River and Loxahatchee River bridges to allow more boat traffic to pass and guarantees consistent bridge openings. Brightline has agreed to pay for all maintenance costs above the current average for a period of 14 years once the trains begin their actual routes. Savings to the county are conservatively estimated to be at least $10 million. Brightline agreed to extend the maintenance benefits to the City of Stuart, saving an additional $1 million to city residents. The settlement also requires Brightline to build at least one train station in either Martin or St. Lucie County within 5 years of the train coming online and will contribute 50% of the cost of that station. For years, Martin County has recognized the transportation needs of the counties to the south and central areas of our state. Martin County was realistic in realizing to stop the train completely was a futile effort, but focusing on what was tangible and ensuring safety and quality of life would be at the forefront of our negotiations proved to be in the best interest of our community. We believe the process of challenging the rail project in state and federal courts over the past several years to position Martin County to negotiate critical safety measures and significant financial savings for the county and our residents. Safety and other enhancements that Brightline has committed to move our community into a safer position. We fought hard on your behalf, and in the end, what was best for all of Martin County was to reach an agreement that provided the best outcome possible. If you would like more information on this topic, please visit our website at www.martin.fl.us and then type in All Aboard. I'll see you next time for another edition of County Administrator's Direct Line. In the meantime, feel free to reach out to me directly at 772-288-5939. Thanks for watching.